Hey guys, welcome to another video from the Parrot Bros. Now today we are going to cover why I am not happy with the exhaust in the V6. It has a Scorpion catback and I want to change it. I'll tell you more after the intro. While the V6 does have that beautiful sound, it's got a VR 3.2 engine with a stagger, which makes that lovely burble, and it has that lovely tinny rasp, which we all like. It's the whole reason I bought the car, to be honest. I mean, I've had enough TTs to not warrant having this one, but I bought it for that noise. I basically just wanted to drive around with the windows open and just enjoying the noise. Now, I'm a little bit disappointed with this one. Now, this has a Scorpion exhaust, which is probably what I'd go for. Now, it has the resonated one, which I guess you would get if you're driving it daily or you don't want any drone or anything, but it's quiet, like really quiet. Like that time I saw Bryn when I was driving back in this from dropping the lad off who dropped me the black one. I paddled down a few gears, went flying past, and he was just sat there like, I can't even hear it. So that upset me. So I started thinking, well, what can I do? I mean, it sounds all right there, but when you're going down the road, it's almost negligible, the noise difference, which is unusual. I mean, these cars aren't particularly well sound deadened. They're all right, but not enough to hide all the noise inside and it be really, really loud outside. I want to be able to hear it myself. I haven't bought this car to make everyone else, when I drive past, go, oh, that sounds nice. I want to be hearing it. So let's get on the drive and I'll show you what I mean. So we'll go down to my garage. Now, I went on the emails to Scorpion and said, look, Tom, the previous owner, bought a Scorpion exhaust. Is there anything I can do? Because otherwise I was going to have to go to an exhaust place and get them to cut the box out and fit another box, which seemed a little bit on the naughty side because it was only like a 9-month-old exhaust system, and to have the box cut out was a bit drastic, because I quite like the idea of having bolt in, bolt out exhaust, because then if you ever want to make any changes, you can. Whereas if it's been modified, there's always the risk that it'll only ever fit in that one setting. Now, they come back to me and said, look, can you send us a picture of the plaque on the exhaust as to what revision it is, what part number and all that kind of stuff. So I got under the car, took a photo, got in contact with me, said, yes, we can give you a non-res pipe. And to be honest, Scorpion, I cannot fault Scorpion Red Power, they're called now. I didn't know that. I thought it was just Scorpion exhaust, but yeah, Scorpion Red Power. And they said to me, yes, we can do a res pipe, non-resonator pipe. And it will be, it was £133 inclusive of delivery. And I said yes. This was about 3 o'clock on a Wednesday, and then 9 AM Thursday they were knocking at my door, dropping it off. So very happy with that. Now, this should fix the problems, and I think it will probably introduce more problems with droning, but I'm fine with that because I want more noise. And the best part about this is, because it all bolts in and out, I'll have the resonator, so if it is really drony, and it'll be fine for flying about, but on maybe a road trip I might want to swap it in. I have the option. It's only 2 clamps. How hard can it be, eh? I might regret saying that. So I'm just heading down to the garage now, and I'm going to swap it over. I thought I'd film it. I mean, let me get out onto the main road and I'll give it a little bit, and you'll see how quiet it is. It's mad, because you'd think a V6 with an exhaust would be this snarling monster, and it's actually like a little pussycat. So I'll show you. I mean, there's a little bit, but I can't work out what's more from the engine or from the back. It's hard to decipher. I want it loud. I want to be able to hear it inside, outside, in my house, everything. So let's go and get it fitted.
A few moments later.
I mean, come on, that is the one, isn't it? So what do you think on first startup? I think it sounds perfect. It's got just enough of that raspy noise for me. I can't believe how much louder that small box has made it. I mean, the original cam was probably a foot by 6 or 7 inches in diameter, so nothing really. And by taking that off and sticking the pipe on, wow, I reckon we're talking maybe 40 decibels more. How? It's still got that massive back box, it's still got the cats. How can it be that loud? Let's go for a bit of a drive, because let's be honest, that's the only reason you buy a V6, isn't it? A little bit louder on just casual chilling, like started up running, and to be honest, I genuinely can't get over how much louder it is by just changing out a small box for a bit of pipe. I mean, ideal from Scorpion, 133 quid delivered next day, ordered it 3 PM, come 9 AM the following day. Amazing. See, I don't get how one little box can make such a big difference. Hopefully, wind noise wise, we'll be all right, but because obviously the only real way to drive a V6 is with the windows down, listening to that beautiful dulcet tones of the raspy exhaust. Let's put it up the country lane, shall we? What's the best option for this? Is it sport or manual? I'm going to go manual, because sport seems to hold gears right at the top, which is horrendously annoying. Plus, I can just... Do you know what? It's not actually that loud on the road. It is. I can hear it. I'm not saying I can't hear it. I can definitely hear it, and it is exactly what I was after. But it's not as loud as it sounds when you rev it. When you rev it, it sounds loud. Before, resonated catback, silent. It is almost like stop. Yeah, it's a little bit louder on initial start up and on idle. It is a bit louder, but it's not massively. This is not going to help my MPG whatsoever, because I've been getting quite good MPG recently. Oh, we got a van coming. That's the perfect excuse to stop in a second. Find somewhere to pull in. I don't really like driving down country lanes in this one. Oh, another van. But yeah, so the resonated system is a tiny bit louder, but honestly, with the windows shut, you can't hear it. I don't know if that's because if these are so well made or what, but it seems too quiet. I mean, you buy a V6 to be able to hear it, don't you? Let's be realistic about this. And yeah, here it is, you cannot. So the non-res pipe, let's get a bit sending. It's definitely louder. Let's do the windows up, see what the difference is. My hair's going all over the place as well. Let's see what it's like inside the car now. Oh, it's definitely louder. It wasn't quick enough on that gear change, you'd noticed. It changed itself. Oh yeah. But that's well bearable. I mean, you can hear it, which is what you want, and people outside will definitely hear it. There is no doubt about that now. It sounds phenomenal, but it's not too bad at all. It's not drony. It's quite well sealed in here, so that's a benefit. And yeah, it's just, to say I'm happy is beyond. I am more than happy. That is epic. Absolutely. If you have a V6 and you're thinking about getting exhaust, Scorpion Catback non-res, the only way to go. Unless you want a custom system, of course, because custom is custom. But that is like the perfect setup. I mean, it's not, we're having a conversation, I'm driving relatively heavy footed, and yeah, you can hear it, but it's perfectly fine. There's no horrible droning. It's not, I mean, you've still got your cat, so it's still legal, which is always a bonus. But yeah, it's not uncomfortable. I was a little worried, not that I care, because I don't care about talking to other people. I'll quite happily sit and listen to that for 5 or 6 hours, no problem. But it's nice to know that it's not going to drone and give you a headache, especially if you're going to do a Germany trip or a Scotland 1,000-mile rounder or 1,500-mile rounder. But you know, and everyone else knows, you've got a V6 now. Which is arguably the only reason you bought it, right? Oh, the potholes are bad down here. Too busy looking at myself, looking at the road. But yeah, over the moon, absolutely over the moon. Now the fact that obviously it already had the system on, all I had to do was swap one box to get that beautiful noise. I am over the moon. Fitting wise, like I said, it's 10 minutes to swap out the pipe, but it took me about half an hour to level up the back box, even though, because I had to take the whole thing off because it's such a snug fit. It comes in 3 sections, so it's the resonator section, then a section that goes underneath the rear axle, then the back box. But because it's a tight fit in angles with all the rubbers and everything, it's easier to just drop it off, use a trolley jack to lower it down, and then just split it apart, a little bit of WD, give it a little wipe over, cushy. Put it back, does not fit completely how it fitted before, and then you have to just give them all a little bit of a wiggle, because there's like 3 different joints, you can move it different ways and it looks different. So the biggest problem I found was it sat a little bit lopsided in the bumper, so one side was a bit further in and it looked odd, it wanted to be level. So I probably spent about half an hour just wiggling it, about undoing a bit, wiggling it, undoing it, wiggling it, putting it back in the rubbers and all that. But once I'd done that, absolutely perfect, and I am sweating because it is roasting today. What we got? 17 degrees on the clock, so perfect roadster weather. It's just a shame I don't have a roadster. So if anyone wants to sell one cheap, call me. I mean, I don't need any more TTs. Oh, stay to my air. But yeah, that is my new exhaust on the V6. And for those of you that want to stick around, I'm just going to be driving around for probably the next 2 or 3 hours. So if you want to stick around and watch this video, it'll just be me driving around for 2 or 3 hours with that lovely noise. I won't put you through it, but if you do want a video of just noise, feel free to let me know, and I will quite happily do that. But until next time, guys, thanks for watching. Bye for now.